Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Dexter, Original Sin, Season 1, Episode number 2. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Alright, a couple comments from the first episode, starting with Nick Q, who says, I had low expectations for this show when it was first announced, but it turned out to be a pleasant surprise. From the title sequence to the pacing and the camera work, they really went in to evoke those wonderful early Dexter vibes from Season 1 and 2. And man, the casting. They knocked it out of the park so hard in this. The actor playing Dex is excellent, but Masuka and Angel are deal with the devil perfect. Yeah. I actually wondered if they digitally de-aged them for a hot second. Christian Slater doesn't look like the original Harry at all, and I initially didn't like him in the role because of that, but I think now I like him better. James Remar's Harry came off kind of creepy and sinister at times, kind of groomerish towards Dex, you know? I don't know if that was the intention in the original, but it stands in contrast to Christian Slater's Harry, who feels more genuine about his... I lost my place, sorry. About his concern for Dexter. He's still the same flawed person, maybe even more so here, because we see him actually do the shady stuff that they just talked about in the original, so I guess it's just a difference in performance. I'm impressed with J Rabbit's memory of the original show, especially since most of the references are for the first season. I literally just rewatched the entire series like a few weeks ago, so it's just like perfectly aligned. It's not my memory, I just happened to rewatch it. You even remembered how old Dex was when he was adopted, and that Harry was the one who alerted Dex to the nurse. I didn't remember that at all. Also, how fast you clocked that the drowning kid might not be Dex because Harry called him Junior. Anyway, looking forward to the next ones. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, thank you. Alright, then we have executive producer Jeremy, who says, I'm glad you enjoyed this so much. I thought it was very good. The casting was great. I really think they did a great job with everyone. It took me a little while to open up to the new Deb because Deb was one of my favorites on the original. To be fair, I still think she's doing good. It just took me a second to warm up to her. I really like the way Christian Slater is playing Harry. I think James Remar did a good job of playing Harry, but Christian brings in a lot more emotion and connection with the role. With James Remar, at times you could see the caring, but a lot of times he seemed, I don't know, cruel. I also really like that Sarah Michelle Gellar is in this show, since I'm pretty sure I've said it before, Buffy is my favorite show, so it's great to see her. Yeah, that beginning was a bit of a spoiler to Dexter New Blood, since this got voted in. I thought you must have seen that one. We hadn't seen that one. I didn't see either one of these. I just rewatched the original series. I guess I will add it to the recommendations next time, because I would definitely recommend watching it before the new Dexter series they're doing that will take place directly after that show. Great reaction. I look forward to the next one. Dang, how many Dexter shows are they coming out with then?
Oh,
yeah. Alright, great comments. Let's jump into episode 2 right now. It's insane to me. Like, she doesn't, like, it's insane.
The first day of my first job, flush with the glow of my first kill, I felt high.
Ain't she in there?
Yeah, she does.
Hello? Can I go home? I promise, I won't.
En honor de nuestro querido amigo. What's he saying?
Every Tuesday night we do a shot of rum. Renee's on.
Por René.
Por Renee.
Salud.
This one you should take. Oh boy.
So you knew him? René?
Yeah, I used to be a busboy here. Great kid. Came over from Cuba in 1980 with his mother, young Maria.
Maria?
Yeah, Renee worked his ass off, trying to scratch out a living for him and his mom. But, like lots of immigrants when they first get here, they borrowed money from the wrong guy, a scumbag named Handsome Tony Ferrer. Loaned Renee a few thousand, slapped on a huge vig.
Vig is in interest?
Claro. So much that it's impossible to pay back. Renee missed a couple of payments. Pretty soon, he was in the hole over 20 grand.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, Ferrer goes to Renee's house, put a gun next to his head, fired, and told him that if he didn't have his money by Friday, the next bullet was going to be in his skull. After Ferrer left, Renee saw that the bullet went through the wall and hit his mom in the head. She died instantly.
Carla Carpio.
Yeah. How'd you know that?
I was pulling case files for Tanya, and that one stuck with me. Because it was so sad.
A week later, Rene killed himself at his mother's grave. The guilt was just too much.
And there went your witness.
May they rest in peace.
What about Ferrer?
I hate that Ferrer is still out there, preying on my community. But he's smart and slippery, and we've never been able to put him away.
Thank you for sharing.
I will be taking care of this guy.
It was more enlightening than he could have possibly imagined.
This kid for?
Poor baby. Let him go. What did he do? Did he cut off his finger?
I get a finger.
Nice find. Dude, I love the Oakleys, but we're indoors. You look ridiculous.
Don't care.
These babies are to bomb.
Almost as good as mine. Get them.
What can I do you for?
How much can I get for these?
Here's a fake. I can't give you anything for them. Any interest in pointing that?
No thanks.
I'll give you 200. All right, 250. Last best and final.
So them look real.
Deal.
Dad, really? Those are your mom's. How about we just...
My dad said that I should move on, so this is me moving the fuck on.
Hey, no refund.
Hey, if you don't want those earrings, can I have them?
Knock yourself out.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You're officially my favorite Morgan. Oh, Thomas. Yeah.
And he still does this currently too, babe.
Just right over here.
Joy.
Whoa, 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 where you go?
Wow, that's the fastest I've ever seen Bobby move.
I'm making
There I
jokes.
was.
Because I'm blending
Blending
in.
in.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dex. Hopefully the sugar rush will cure my hangover.
This is bullshit. Levi was with me that night. All night.
Well, too bad it's not crackhead alibi her murder of
Or
boyfriend day.
that DC movie.
Fuck you.
Pretty
Okay, Brandy, what day
mummy
is today?
person.
Tuesday.
It's Thursday. You think a jury is going to trust your memory of what happened last week?
The prints are matched to the one we pulled from Jimmy Powell's toy.
All I knew was
Boy's finger, babe.
I wanted to kill whoever did this. In that moment, there was nothing more I wanted to do than find and kill the person who
Actually,
harmed
really
Jimmy
good
Powell.
detective too, though.
But every cop
Dexter?
in Miami was
Yeah.
in pursuit of his kidnapper. So, I had to feed my urge with someone else. Hello, handsome Tony Ferrer.
Hey. Pick this up for you. I thought it might help with, yeah.
The truth is, there was no Nicorette for someone like me.
methadone. The dark passenger was rising up. And there was only one thing I could do about it. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, that was episode 2 of Dexter, man. And again, the acting is spot on from all the characters, being the characters they grow up to be, who we know they grow up to be. There was a little Easter egg in there that the ice truck killer, Dexter's brother, tried to sit with him at lunch.
I mean, I don't know if that was actually.
I don't know either, but it has a good resemblance of it, and that was not needed if it wasn't a thing, right? Why would you waste camera time and scenes to do that if it wasn't significant? And so that's probably who that was. And he alluded to him yet again with the flashback to his mom. We already know how this is about to go down. I guess we just never got the long tail visual version of what led up to what we know the container truck to be from Dexter. I'm guessing we're going to get to see that whole thing play out this one. And, it's going to be horrific again like it was. And I guess we'll get a little bit more of insight of how that came to be. But yeah, Dexter getting his fill of forensics, his first body. He's about to do his first run at investigating and find out, somebody to take out. It's just good. It's just a good origin story of what it is. And it's just good to see all the things that we already know start to happen back in the day. So, can't wait to see another episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giddy. I'm really enjoying. This is just how do they call it? Fan
fiction.
No, there's a word for it. Where they purposely made this for the fans.
Yeah.
I can't think of what the word is, but whatever that word is, that's what I'm feeling because it is for me. I'm genuinely loving it. I think the adaptations as far as the choices of actors to play the characters in their younger selves is so phenomenally well done. Bautista was great this episode. We got a little bit more of him. His mannerisms, everything that he does is fantastic and so well cast. Again, kudos to the actor that's playing Dexter too. It feels like he had to memorize, because even just his awkward responses and just his mannerisms of how he moved. I don't know. It's just so spot on. I can't get over how much I love how well they're doing that. And then additionally, I said it during the reaction, but it's so much more interesting to see the coaching and the parenting of Harry in this version versus in the original series, because it seems so much more organic and so much more helpful versus some of your comments said that this dark, just don't be a killer thing. I loved him pulling him aside because he was getting, ragged on and being this is a thing that happens. You need to learn how to blend in. I love him trying to navigate how to make friends because this is his first circumstance here, and first bringing in the veggie bowl and be that's not it, and then ultimately bringing the donuts, which he does all the time in the original series too. So it's just such great little idiosyncrasies that doesn't necessarily need to happen, but it's such a great attention to detail for what who Dexter ultimately becomes in the series that we all watched and loved. So I appreciate the attention to detail in that case, and I think that it just makes it the series that much more enjoyable. I am curious to see what's going to be showcased that we haven't seen, which I think is Dexter's evolution into being who he is, because the flashbacks with Harry, we know exactly where that's going and how that plays out. Mm-hmm. We've seen a bunch of those bits and pieces in the original series. I don't know why it's necessary, I guess, to have those flashbacks again now, outside of unless they're going to showcase something we haven't seen before. Because I feel there was so much done in the original series, especially as Dexter found out that's his history and him doing the investigation versus Deb doing the investigation on her own. There was so much that was uncovered in that already. I don't know if it's necessary to re-explore that. But again, curious to see why they chose to do that flashback at the same time during this period. So curious to see how that continues to develop. But everything that is present day as far as what's happening to Dexter presently in this timeline is super intriguing, and I love it. So can't wait to see where it goes from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Dexter Original Sin Season 1, Episode number 2. And until next time,